Imagine this. You're drowning in student loans, credit card debt, or a massive mortgage, told every day that all debt is evil. But the richest 1%, they're swimming in billions of dollars of debt and getting filthy rich because of it. What if I told you the system isn't broken, it's built this way on purpose? Today, we're pulling back the curtain on how the ultra-wealthy weaponize good debt to multiply their fortunes, while the rest of us get crushed under bad debt. You'll discover the hidden financial mechanics billionaires use to borrow their way to even bigger empires, why banks love it, and most importantly, how you can start using these same tactics without a private jet or a Wall Street Rolodex. This isn't theory, it's the playbook that's made guys like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos even richer. If you enjoy videos that break down money and business in a simple, honest way, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who should see this. Let's start with the basics most people miss. Debt isn't inherently good or bad, it's a tool. The difference? How you use it. Bad debt drains your wallet on stuff that loses value fast, like that $40,000 car financed at 7% interest, or vacations you charge to a card. Good debt? It buys assets that generate income, and here's the kicker, the government and banks subsidize it for the wealthy. Think about the 2008 financial crisis. Regular folks lost homes to foreclosures while billionaires scooped up properties on the cheap. Fast forward to today, U.S. household debt hit $17.5 trillion last year, mostly bad consumer stuff. Meanwhile, the top 10% hold 90% of stocks and real estate built on leveraged debt. The system's rigged because incentives align for the rich, low interest loans for assets, tax breaks on interest, and endless capital access. Now, dive into the main story with a real-world example. Real estate mogul Grant Cardone. This guy's built a $4 billion empire, but he's confessed to owing over $1 billion in debt. Not kidding, $1 billion. How does he sleep at night? Because it's good debt, fueling apartment complexes that spit out $100 million in annual cash flow. Here's how it works, step by step. First, leverage. Cardone doesn't buy properties with cash. He puts down 20 to 30% and borrows the rest at 4 to 5% interest. Say he eyes a $10 million apartment building generating $1.2 million in yearly rent. His down payment, $2.5 million. Bank loans, $7.5 million. After expenses and debt service, he's netting $400,000 profit annually on someone else's money. Where does the real money come from? Rents from tenants cover the loan payments and appreciation jacks up the asset value. Over 5 years, that building might be worth $13 million. Cardone refinances, pulls out $2 million tax-free, and repeats. It's infinite banking. Borrow against growing equity without selling. Banks love this because the property secures the loan. If he defaults, they take it. Psychology plays huge here. Most Americans fear debt because schools and parents drilled us pay cash into us, but the rich see debt as rocket fuel. Incentives? The tax code favors it. Interest on investment properties? Deductible. Mortgage interest on your home? Deductible, up to $750,000. Stocks? Borrow against them margin-free via securities-based lending at 2 to 3% rates we can't touch. Smooth transition to corporate America where this scales massive. Take Apple. They sit on $200 billion cash, but borrow $100 billion anyway at near zero rates post-2020. Why? To buy back shares, juice stock prices, and pay dividends. Tax-efficient moves. Shareholders win big. Employees and consumers foot indirect costs through higher prices. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. Most people miss this part. Now, real numbers to make it crystal clear. Average American credit card rate, 24% APR. Billionaire real estate loan, 4.5%. Student loans, 6 to 8%. Business loan for assets, often under 5%. Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway owes $120 billion in low-cost debt against $900 billion in assets. Annual interest cost, about 3% or $3.6 billion, but their investments return 10 to 15% yearly. Easy arbitrage. Blackstone, the private equity giant, manages $1 trillion. They borrow at scale to buy companies, tweak operations, and flip for profit. A typical deal: buy a $500 million hotel chain with $100 million equity, $400 million debt at 5%, boost revenue 20% through efficiencies, sell in 3 years for $700 million, pay off debt, pocket $200 million on $100 million risked. Leverage turns 20% returns into 100%. Who benefits? The rich, obviously. Access to cheap capital via relationships and collateral. Banks profit on fees and interest spreads. Who doesn't? You and me, stuck with high-rate consumer debt, no assets to leverage. Wages stagnate while asset prices soar 300% since 2000, pricing us out. Here's the big reveal, the turning point that flips everything. Good debt isn't about being rich first, it's a mindset hack that creates wealth from thin air. The system lets anyone do this if you start small. Banks don't care about your net worth for the first deals, they care about cash flowing assets. That $250,000 rental house, down payment $50,000, FHA loan possible. Rents cover mortgage, you build equity while tenants pay it down. Scale to 5 properties, $100,000 passive income. Reframe: the rich don't avoid debt, they master it. Bad debt imprisons, good debt liberates. You've been sold the lie that debt equals failure. It's the greatest wealth tool ever invented, subsidized by America. So, practical takeaways to steal their playbook today. First, audit your debt. Cut high-interest bad debt ruthlessly. Snowball method works. Pay minimums on all. Attack the smallest balance first for momentum. Second, hunt good debt opportunities. Start with house hacking. Buy a duplex, live in one unit, rent the other. FHA loans need just 3.5% down. Cash flow covers your housing. Third, borrow to invest. Once you have $50K saved, partner on a rental or use a HELOC on your home. Rates are 8% now for a down payment on income property. Aim for 1 to 2% rule. Monthly rent at least 1% of purchase price. Fourth, tax hacks. Max 401k for employer match, free money. Then invest in REITs or crowdfunded real estate via platforms like Fundrise. Leverage without banks. Fifth, mindset shift. Track net worth monthly, not income. Debt on assets boosts it faster than saving alone. Example, 300K home, 20% down, 4% loan. After year 1, 20K equity from payments plus 15K appreciation, 35K gain on 60K invested. The core message: the system's rigged all right, but not against you if you learn good debt. The rich get richer borrowing to own income machines. Break free by doing the same. What if your path to $1 million net worth starts with a smart loan tomorrow? If this video helped you see money differently, like it, share it, and subscribe for more deep dives like this. See you in the next one.